What is going on, CBB Nation? Hey, what is going on? We got anybody in here? What is going on, Mir? Good to see you. Who else do we have up in here? We got Robert, 6 million lining up. Well, I'll tell you what, man. It's a fun time to be in AI, isn't it, Asta? It's a fun time to be in AI when you're doing fun things. When you know what's actually going on. This is exactly kind of the time that I really thought there was going to be some big winners and people on the cusp of just like crushing it, and it's happened. There's been those people that are looking for the super intelligence out there, and I hate to say it, but it's people like us, baby. It's people like us, Ryan and Mir and Jeff. What's up, Jeff? We are the ones, Fabian, we're the ones that are making super intelligence, baby. That's the real shindig here. We're the ones that are doing it. We have the award. I should grab that before I end the thing. I'll show you the token of appreciation from OpenAI. That should explain clearly what I've been telling you guys for two years now. We are very, very far ahead. We can prove that now because we've processed the amount of tokens in the real world, not through lab tests, through real life stuff. We processed these tokens together to say we're not the top 1%. We're in the top 0.003%, guys and gals. Isn't that right? What's going on, man? It's so good to see you. What's up, Susan? We got President Bush in the house. It's going to be a fun one. Dexter, I see you doing all the things. It's so cool to just know all of you guys in the industry all across the world, from the United States and so far beyond. So many cool things. Look at Claudia. Claudia just became a VIP. She's always been a VIP. Shout out, Claudia. She joined PMG Founders, like many of you I've seen here have. That's been super awesome. We'll look at some of the PMG stuff because this is a whole new way to work with agents. And for some of you, it's starting to click, and that's a good thing. And some of you, you're perfectly right in line to be building the most advanced agents that you can possibly build. Innate in over here, they can do their thing. If you use it, great. What we can do, guys, is very, very powerful. You can build anything. And we've got Miss Denise here. What's going on? Representing the ATL? Yes. It is the best time to be in AI. You like that hat? Yeah, this is the old school hat, baby. I want to bring it back to the old school. Some people might know, some people might not know. Chat GPT Builder. This was the whole concept. The moment I saw what Chat GPT was going to be, I was like, oh my God, every single business in the world is going to want this. They're going to have this. Where previously, I call it pre-Chat GPT, when you go to a business owner and tell them you got a chatbot to sell, they're going to look at you sideways. Even today, they're going to be like, what did you just say? So you don't ever come at them that way. It's a different sort of solution. And when you know, but like that's pre-Chat GPT, whole different ball game. But Chat GPT Builder, that was the whole thing. I was like, businesses are going to want their own Chat GPT. They're not going to want to build it. They're going to want chatbot builders. It's kind of like the origin story. The moment I saw what messenger bots could be way back in the day, 2018, I was seeing not where we are today. I just had no idea it was going to be like this, but I knew that, okay, the odds are this is only going to increase in adoption, which it has. That is, I think, the thing that you guys can actually take some assuredness and some stability in the fact that, like, in these crazy changing times that we're all kind of seeing together, we're peeping it in a different lens. What did Bieber say? We're clocking it different, right? It's clocking different to us than it is other people. Some people I'm already seeing now, they're like, oh, I don't like AI. Let me tell you something. Any person right now that is in the professional realm of any industry right now that says they don't like AI, I'm going to tell you something right now. That is code word for AI makes me nervous that I might not be as valuable. This is where we are right now. So we went from AI is just a word predictor, just predicting the next word. It can't be used in business, to now people are like already pushing back and see it now. some people, and these aren't typically the business owners. These are the people that are threatened by what it is that you guys have now learned and many of you have mastered. And it is the age of the agents, and it is going to be for quite a while. Steve, what is going on, my friend? Shout out to you. He is another PMG founder. He's going to crush it. There's a lot of cool things in the agent space outside of just communication. And we'll look at some of that stuff tonight too. I'll explain the differences and like why you might want to have one of each account if you did need that. Some of you already have, you got your two things. Some don't need it. I am bot fearless, Robert. Robert's a founder as well. Robert is the man. But I'm going to explain some things, some differences in like what you can actually do in both programs tonight. I think that's going to be really cool to do. And I'd love to hear your comments as we go along. So let's start over here and start sharing my screen. And it's so good to see all you guys. If you have questions about anything, always just jump on in, where it's all about agents. Comments here. There he is. What's up, Charles? How you doing, dude? Good to see you here. And it looks like my little mouse is going to die on me too. Wouldn't it though? That's funny. What's up, Wendy? You haven't missed anything. We're glad you are here. She's out for pineapple pizza. That's right. Exactly what it is. Oh yeah. No problem. Man, Fabian, you can have any templates you want, man. All right, so I'm going to just mosey on over. And again, shout out to all of the amazing CBB Nation PMG founders. If you don't know what PMG is, it is PayMeGPT. PayMeGPT, okay? This application is a very powerful tool. And I think the reason that it has become so powerful and so fun to build out and to see it do well is because all of the features, like if you're watching right now in the comments, prove me right, because I'm telling you, or tell me I'm wrong. I think that I want to say like 99% of all people in PMG have had at least one feature request granted, hopefully like fast in 24 hours. But like, that's something that we're proud of. Wendy and Asta, the whole team does a really good job on both platforms of trying our best to accommodate what the people want. And what's best about that is the people that want these things are people that are doing stuff. Okay. They're the ones that are getting all these tokens processed. They're the ones that are having all these conversations. They're putting these agents in the real world. There are so many companies out there that don't know if this is a real thing yet. There's some big companies that spend a lot of money to just simulate, does this work? It does. Okay. It does. And you guys are the ones doing it. It's so cool to see. And because you're the ones actually doing it, and then like the thing that you need to get to the next step or to close the next client or to make this client feel better, when you're able to say to the team and to me, hey, I really need X, Y, Z, or I wish it could do this, or this part's not good, or make this better. What does that do, baby? It makes everything better immediately. And the thing that is the advantage, just so you really, truly understand, the thing that is different now are these feature requests that used to be several months worth of work can now be done so fast by better AI coding agents than your best coder. If you're looking at the time it takes and the efficiency of today, like that's where like the gangster big money is going right now is the AI coding companies. It's all the same. It's all the same. And I'll show you that, okay? I'm going to show you how some of you guys could like really become viral overnight if you wanted to. And with just one tool, just the landing page builder, which is like turned out to be everyone's favorite. Okay, so this is PM Jizzle. This is a very cool application, and this is a big data collection application. As you can see, there's data being collected about device types, browsers, your top performing agents, operating system, countries, regions. This is something that it annoys me to no end to not know who's doing what. And I don't like anonymous numbers. That's right, Charles, you've helped make it a beast. You've helped make it a beast. So much of this is Charles's input, actually, and Robert's. Okay, so here we go. We've got all the different places, the Bluffton in North Charleston, that's totally me. And then we've got our dashboard here. Very easy dashboard. We do count tokens now. This is your total token usage, but you could also see that by agent. You could filter agents here as well. Let's go to the agents tab. Okay, we've got our folder system here, and shout out to Robert for pushing us to get the landing page folder system built. Had a little funny glitch there earlier today, but we got that fixed, and I think that's working well. But this whole application is mobile friendly. You can have them in folders. You can build them very easily. You can see what's going on very easily. You can see your channels that you're connected to, which is a very cool thing. Let's make a new agent. Okay, so the first thing is you're on your basic tab. Basic boy, right? You've got many different options here. PMG will not have a flow builder. And so in order to make it compete in a technical space, we had to think, how would this really even work? Like, what is this step beyond a flow builder, if there is one? This is the answer to that question, along with many other edge case and niche questions that are out there, especially around monetizing GPTs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make something for, let's do Chick-fil-A. Should we do Chick-fil-A? Let's do Chick-fil-A, Chickie. That's going to be the agent's name. I'm pretty sure I've got a Chick-fil-A handbook out here somewhere. Let's see if I can find that shortly. Let's just create the agent first, Chickie, and let's find Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Let's find their logo at least. Let's see. This is a really cool concept. If I can do it to you, give it to you good, I think you'll be like, I get it. Let's save this guy, maybe. Save him. Chickie. We'll go back over here. All right. You could pop the image here if you wanted to. That should work. But let's go here and let's go Chick-fil-A handbook. I'm going to say, I don't want their AI model here. Chick-fil-A PDF handbook. Let's see if we can find one. Got him. All right, so is this a giant one? It's not so big. Okay, cool. So let's download this bad boy. Policy and handbook, save. So I've just saved the PDF here. And I'm going to go to prompt engineering. And there's a lot of different ways you can do prompt engineering with PMG. One way that you could do it, obviously, is with the system prompt here. You have your prompt generator here, which will generate the prompt for you. But I think what I'll do is I'll just add this file, and let's just see what it can grab. So here's the deal. It's going to have all these pages, and we'll see if it can detect what we wanted to detect. And what's really cool about PMG is all of the information is going to be able to work with real-time audio, which is something that is very difficult. You can't even do that with ChatGPT or Gemini, to my knowledge. You can maybe with an image. It can read an image, but it's not going to read a file in real-time audio. If I'm wrong, tell me, for someone that knows, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. So in this case, maybe I say they're from Chick-fil-A, maybe not, just to kind of like test what is actually happening. I'll do that. Guardrails. This is going to be something that is the opposite of what a lot of you do in your prompt, where you say, I want you to do all this, agent. This is a guardrail and such that it's saying, don't do this, which is an important thing to think about. Functions works the same way in both platforms, exactly the same way. The dynamic content. This is where things get really funky, and we'll look at that maybe in the next agent example. But for now, I think I'll just leave everything else the way it is, kind of, and maybe just change the voice. You could choose between 11 Labs or OpenAI. Maybe I'll choose 11 Labs. I'll choose Ryan here, and let's choose a voice. And I think this is like my favorite one right now. It's the Kevin Gates voice. He's funny for Chick-fil-A. I could change my icons here if I wanted to do that. We'll just leave it the way it is for now. So that's cool. Maybe the next thing I could do is I could actually use a QR code here. So if I'm going to make something, obviously, I'm going to like make it gangster or just not do it. So everything that I would want this to do myself, that's way already in here. And then everything else has been a direct request from the best people in the business from the way I see it. Let's call it Chicky. And so all these QR codes strategically placed throughout, that's literally from some of the best builders in the world, in my opinion. So I've got a QR code here. Let's see if I can scan this thing and make it work with my phone and have some fun here. So cool. I've got the deal on my phone. Let's see if we can go ahead and do a little chat. Let's hit OK. See what we can do.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hey, how you doing, dude?
I am an AI assistant, so I don't have feelings, but I am ready to help you. How can I assist you today?
What do you know about what files do you have right now?
As an AI assistant, I don't have personal files or memory in the way a human does. My responses are generated.
What do you know about Chick-fil-A?
I have information about Chick-fil-A Holcomb and Buffalo Speedway. This includes details about their employee handbook, policies on topics like attendance, conduct, discrimination, confidentiality, and health and safety. I also have information on their mission, purpose, and various employee benefits.
All right, that's enough.
Glad I could help with the information about Chick-fil-A.
All right, so that's all cool. Now, what we can really do here to make things fun is we should be able to see if we got anybody to scan that besides me. So 5 people, what's up? Scanned, cool. What I want to do here is show you like how do you make this special, I guess. And maybe I should do something here too. I should, do I want to have my splash on? I think we don't want to have the splash on. What I want to do here is say, okay, how do I make this something that someone else couldn't make necessarily, One way is going to be through the Security and Access Control Center. Okay, for you to build the flow and for you to require a PIN number, this is something in general that's like, it's going to take you a minute to build. Okay, you're going to connect Twilio on obviously both platforms, but in this case, it's a checkbox. And so if I update this widget and I go back to the QR code now and I scan this guy or I click, I should be able to, I should be able to see that, okay, I'll have a screen asking for my phone number. And it's going to ask me to verify the thing. So here it says verification required is what you have to have. Put your phone number in here. I'll do that now. Send the PIN. And it's going to send me immediately the PIN. I can just click and now I've got access. I'll do that on my screen here so you can see it. This should be kind of fun to see maybe. Click here. Immediately we should see, yep, there's our verification. Put in my number, 843-505-1657. And there's the number here. So it got sent to my phone. And what's it say? 562366. That should let me in. Access granted. And I could say, hey. I should be able to say, hey. Let's talk to him. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but I can hear him. Let's look and see in my inbox here what I've got going on. Let's look in our inbox here. There's me right there, Chicky. So I can view the details here. This will be the on your sidebar, right? And this is going to show that I hit a QR code. The first touch was with Chicky, right? That's what I named the thing. Here's your inbox. This is kind of cool, I think. This is an interesting feature as well. Let's see if I can show you how this works. The translation feature, I think a lot of you guys will like. Every message can be translated. Okay, by the way, you've got all this information here that's getting compiled to understand what's going on. You've got a pretty kind of cool AI reply deal here. So if I'm going to, this says use reply. This is, I'm doing well. I could say, write it in Spanish. So now it's going to literally be able to say, okay, hola. It's giving you the same sort of reply. I'm able to adjust it. There's some interesting things here. If this was in a different language, I could translate this to English or any other language that there is, basically, that OpenAI knows at least, but this is English to English, so it doesn't necessarily make sense there. Get back. Let's go back to our agents here, and let's click on something different here. Let's look at what just happened. So we look here at the allow list, or excuse me, subscriptions. This is how you would want to do it. In the case I want to say, this is going to be Chick-fil-A's special client only deal, I can create a subscription for them right in the platform for Chick-fil-A. This could be my business name if I wanted it to be, and I could charge them whatever I wanted to. So in this case, it could be charged $2.99 for the monthly subscription. We create the checkout link here. I need to add my Stripe. That'll tell you want your Stripe there. And I don't need to have the phone with the area code or the country code there. You'll create your link and you just send it on. Oh, here's your email. That's what I missed. I missed my email there. So email, here's your business name. Click the link and this should generate, as long as your Stripe is there. So now I've got my link. The payment is incomplete. So like, you're not going to be able to use this if I have this toggled on. This is going to say now you're going to need a subscription in order to access this, a license to make it work. If I want to send the link to the client, in this case, it's already been emailed to me because of the email, but now I could check out right now. It's already sent me a text message. So like if I just tap go, I will be subscribed and then this will become active. So this is your own mini SaaS, essentially. You could make as many web chats for someone to use, and you can deploy these things in many different ways. Let's remove this subscription actually, and I'll show you just another cool way that this kind of just works. Let's make a new agent. Let's just call him new agent for now. There's many different views that we have. So if I click deploy, I've got several different ways to make things work. One of my favorites is going to be the voice launcher. So this is a voice only implementation. I've got OpenAI on by default. Let's go to our tools. Let's go to the landing page builder. This is something that everyone has really enjoyed and had a lot of solid input to help make things better. So now we have the ability to use either one. If you want to do something quick, Haiku is the way to go. If you've got a more difficult task, you'll want to use Sonnet. Shout out Mir and a few of you others. The great idea, if you have a screenshot you want to dump in to reference to make this better, more accurate outcome, you could do that. But in this case, what I'll do is I'll just make a landing page here. I'll say, let's do make a world-class coffee shop web page similar to Starbucks style for the ATL. Call it something awesome too. Awesome. Use real photos that are available. So that'll be my whole prompt. Okay. And so if you ever mess with Lovable, you're like me, like the first time I saw Lovable, I wanted it. I wanted it. I was like, that's so awesome. Then you see Bolt and you see all these other applications coming out. So we cracked the code too. Now we understand it. All their stuff, we totally understand. Built it in, built it better and more free. And you're not trapped behind the token nightmare. Okay, again, we got the thing for spending all the tokens. The trick is these other applications are taxing you on these tokens. They're taxing you on this usage. And we just came up here and said, whole business model, rug pull. Whoosh. So now we can generate the thing on our own. And here it goes. Okay, so like I've built well over 100 websites in my career. Shout out Wendy, who's helped me on a lot of them. I can tell you, the worst website that this has ever generated would take me still several hours to get probably comparable and still not be as good. And like that could either really make you feel bad, or you could say, this is awesome. Now I'm way better. Now I can do more. Those are the types of people that we have in the world looking at AI right now. If you're a web designer and you look at AI and you say, oh my God, I'm cooked. Now I can't do anything. Now I'm less valuable. The only problem that you've made, or the only mistake you've made, is your mindset. Because if on the other side of the coin you said, holy crap, this thing's way better than me, but this is going to make me 100 times better than I could be, I'm going to go crush it. Now you're slaying it. Now you're like, AI's awesome. Okay. That is the true difference. It's mindset, man. If you want to be down in the dumps and say, I'm just not as cool as I once was, that's on you. If you're going to say, I was cool before, but this is going to make me even cooler, now you're going to win. So let's hit don't hate, create. And now we've got this fancy schmancy create landing page dialogue. I don't want to type all this stuff. This is where my mindset goes again, where I put this was, what about this is required? What do I have to do for this to be good? And what sucks about that? How do I use AI to solve that? Well, here's a great example. Filling all this stuff out, at least to me, none of this is fun. That is not fun. It's not even a good use of my time, bro. But guess what? AI is way better at it than me anyways. Okay, I would be using AI myself to fill this stuff in at this point. But now I could just say, what is the thing we're going to even make here? What was it? A coffee shop. Coffee, watch this. Coffee shop, spell it wrong too. Coffee shop in ATL. That's what I'm going to do. And the SEO generator is on some serious haterade right now, hating on everybody that doesn't love SEO. Now you're going to love SEO because it's one click, son. The SEO content's been applied. Look at this. Would you look at this? Let's get us, just because like we already got everything else, let's just get a photo here. Coffee banner. Let's do this. Might as well, right? Might as well just do it up. Let's find something cool. This one's cool looking. Let's save this guy. Bari it. Bari. And let's see, coffee profile. Pick. Might want two of them. Let's use this one. This one's fancy. Yeah, boy. Now we're having fun with agents. All right, so let's look at, here's my favicon. I guess we'll use this one. Put it all up in there like that. Boom, bang. All right, now where's that other one at? That one that didn't save right. It's all good. I'm gonna come back and get it anyways. With a little screenshotty McShottison. All right. Pew, pew, pew. All right, so let's throw that in there so we can look good. Yes, sir. Looking good. Looking professional. Look, we got our different ways to see all the things, man. Create that sucker. Now there's another thing we want to do because we want to make this special. Put that voice launcher right up in there like swimwear, baby. This is the voice launcher script. So now I'm going to save it again. Atlanta's Best Coffee Shops Guide. I couldn't come up with that on the fly like that so fast. Let's test this mug out. Atlanta's Best Coffee Shop. See if it's any good. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. It's not bad. That's not bad. Look at this. Is a whole website we just made. Right? That is not bad at all, if I do say so myself. Let me look back here and I'll show you. Can I find the one that's still kicking on Google? Look at this. Yeah. This is one that's live. And this is actually a 2-page website. You can, if you make a landing page and you want a custom domain, you can add that, right? So this is a custom domain version with our cool little voice launcher. Hey, what's up? So that's super fast. I don't think you can hear it on the headphones. Super fast. But what's cool is I can now say, okay, let's look at what's on the next page. And we kept the same domain, but we moved over to the next page. So you could literally build multi-page websites super duper fast, have complete full control, have all the code that you can copy and paste, take with you if you wanted to do that, whatever you wanted to do. And it's not bad. This was super fast and it's not bad. It did use real images. I could have given my own images to use. There's all sorts of fun things you can do. I'll show you one other trick here. If I wanted to just change that, again, this is the thing we just made. But if I wanted to, I could make edits, or I could, it says create or change, or create something brand new. I could also say something like, it's working now. Yes, I'm like, get my power back. Create the most minimal, simple, coming soon landing page as possible using the least amount of code. Just make it super clean. Don't hate generate. And that's what it's going to do. It'll be super fast. It'll always show you the section that is working. Boom, already finished. Save and publish, just like that. And let's check it. It should just say, coming, Brew Atlanta. Look at that. Boom, boy. White label PMG founders get free landing pages, however many they want, which is a very cool thing. Otherwise, it's a $10 connection per custom domain. Once you have it published, you can use a custom domain by just going here, custom domain. So you could set up a new connection or use an existing one, which will find your domain, like obviously Asta. And this might be, services. So, like, or about, right? So this would be the about page. Do you see how this is working? Beat that lovable. Beat that bolt. You can't, and you won't, right? So that would be fun to do. You get the custom domain if I wanted to do that. All right, cool. I want to show you another thing here that I think is just extra, but so fun and valuable. When you're the master of all these agents and you're using all the contact forms and you're sending out emails and you're using functions and stuff, you also have to get the word out, right? Unless you already have the audience, if you do, shout out. If you don't, maybe you need to head over to the AI generator, right? And we have everything here. You can generate images, you can generate videos, you can generate music, and you can generate text-to-speech audio. This is the entire AI media world in your hand if you're using this on your phone. And the entire application was really built to work on your phone. If you don't know that, now you know. CBB is the same way. It's really mobile first in the way we design things. We took it even up a notch higher here. The whole thing is mobile friendly. Android, Apple, whatever, it doesn't matter. One of the things that I personally loved about AI currently, and if you have kids or grandkids or any loved one, especially smaller age loved ones, this is going to be like your favorite thing that you do besides counting the money that the agents make you while you're sleeping or working your job selling agents and you're just working. This will be your next favorite thing besides that. Maybe it beats it out. It's kind of like, for me, my daughter, who's 3, as of 2 days ago, shout out Princess Vivian, does this with me every night now for I don't know how many weeks. We generate with Gemini or OpenAI. Those are her 2 favorites. You could use Grok. By the way, Grok's going to crush next year. Mark my words. I guarantee it. But we use Gemini and we choose the ratio. Is it going to be a square, landscape, or portrait? And we choose the quality. Is it going to be standard or high? And she tells me what to pick every time, obviously. And we can choose to include an image or just make one up. And like, then we'll choose maybe 4 images to do. And so this is like kind of what we do. I don't care if you make fun of me. I'm a proud dad and it's fun. I'm giving you more ideas, but it'll be something like this. It's like, now it's not gonna want to work for me. Where's my microphone at? I don't know why it does that. It's like choosing when it wants to allow me to use my clicker. So we'll just say Princess Vivi with, we'll say Pikachu. That's her dude, Pikachu. And who does she like? How do you do Elsa and Anna and Olaf? It's the Frozen people. All playing in the woods, eating pizza. This is what we do. And she just tells me who she wants to see. And then she clicks the button to generate. Don't hate, generate. And then we sing our song, Will It Work? Which I'm not going to sing for you. But it takes like less than 10 seconds. And bam, look at this. Look at this. Pikachu's getting kind of fat over here, eating all that pizza. There's no pineapples on it because it's a real pizza, Wendy. Right? I need to say, so I forgot this part. Princess Vivi. I say, who is 3 with long blonde hair, right? And so I'm always doing that with my voice. And so she's like mimics what I do now. So the AI media generator is going to generate us a cool photo, and like she can do this legitimately all night and not get bored. And she just continues to add more people, right? So there's Anna and Elsa and the Olaf thing, right? She loves it. To me, this is just so fun. We were doing this earlier. And again, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm not going to play in the copyrighted space on our brands, but like this content on social is going to get seen. Not this content, obviously, but the content that you'd want to make. And then you could change that to become a video, which is something that we could do. Let's see what we want to maybe do. Let's see if we could do one like this. We'll use, we'll find a picture of me. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Is it going to give it high enough resolution? That'll be a funny one. Oh, there's me and Charles. All right, let's try this. Let's see if it'll work. I'm going to just screenshot and McShotterson this one. Where are we at? All right, let's clear this guy. Let's do VO. We'll do landscape. We'll leave everything the same. We'll leave it on. We'll do 1080. That's cool. Shout out. It's public, so I don't have to ask, but that's Charles, the man. I'm going to say, let's see. Hopefully that'll work. I'll say, have these two talk about how awesome AI agents are in a confident tone with cool hip hop beats in the background. All right, so let's hit generate. And cool, that should start generating now. You can see the time right here. It's going to show you the percentage left and the seconds, if it can. Okay, so 81 seconds is what it's saying. So I'll explain a few other things. You'll have your generated URLs available for 15 minutes, but we don't store anything on the machines on the server like that. There's just be way too much in one day. So they're cleaned out after 15 minutes or so. But you could look at them or you could download them. I shouldn't have put that there. It's still going. Just in case you like navigate away or whatever, it's still going to kind of be there for you to retrieve. But you want to go ahead and save these things so you don't lose them. You do have the ability on pretty much every text box that matters in the platform, you're going to have an AI prompt generator. So if you want to take things in the most lazy, maybe smartest way for some cases, you could literally have AI do all your work throughout the platform. I need this, I need that. I want this image, I want this agent, I want this whatever. So generating our video here. It's almost done. says 11 seconds. I will say that on the last 95 seconds, just give it some time to really finish and process. Like, this is accurate as it can be, but this says 5 seconds. It might be 10, you know, especially if you're using the 1080. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. You see, it might go to 6 or 7, but just trust it. Don't shut her down. I do find VO 3.1 to be much, much faster than Sora. But this is going to be a fun battle, just like in the very beginning, and only a real OG in the post ChatGPT game, most of us. Only if you're really paying attention could you like remember back in the day when it was Claude just jumping on the scene, or Gemini just jumping on the scene, and OpenAI had been around for us to choose from for a while. As soon as we'd have a new selection, everyone was like, oh, I'm going to switch to Claude, or I'm going to switch to Gemini or whatever. And, you know, now it's less excitement, I think, about which LLM chat model is coming, but instead it's going to be about video stuff. All right, so let's see our video here. Let's see if we're any good. Wow. Except for that, doesn't look like me at the end, boy. I don't know if y'all could hear that. That is freaking epic, bro. The music in the background is so good too. Like, holy smokes. I'm going to have to just like, oh my goodness. Let's do something here. I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to see if I can't just play it on my phone just so you can hear it, because that is so good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I'm sitting here and I don't want to say shocked, but like, that was really good. Let's see if I can pull this on my phone for you. I might share this link, or Austin might later. The music itself was just so good.
The way these agents handle complex tasks now is just mind-blowing. Exactly. They are essential for any serious operation moving forward.
What? I'm telling you, man. That's too good. Okay, so I got to get out of that, or otherwise I'll be in there all day. So yeah, that's the AI media generator. Landing page builder. Everyone loves that. We do have contact forms, functions, the agent simulator, really nifty. There are some new templates in the templates section. Probably the one that I would say to look for, where is it? The system fields demo is really good. A lot of people like that. I think it's really valuable. It shows you how our custom fields work. And then there is some CSS stuff. Charles, the guy that I just had on here, is like the CSS king. What else should we show you here? I think that might be all we show for now, because again, it's just so much. But this is like a very special thing to be able to have the ability to lock this down from either by using a paywall or by an allow list, saying only these people are allowed to use the thing, or from subscriptions, right? This is a big one. Like, there's so many ways to monetize, and there's many different ways to pass off the API key usage. These are the things that make selling a custom GPT daggone near impossible, to make it work well, because the economics don't make sense and the math don't make sense in ChatGPT's ecosystem. Because it's like, who's going to be paying for all that usage? It's unclear, and it's unclear how much they downgrade things, and you can't all share the same things, and it's still in ChatGPT. It's not in your own ecosystem. Maybe you don't even want to use ChatGPT. Maybe you do need to use Claude or Gemini or Grok. You don't have those options in any other tool. So I think that's it's important to understand. And then again, all of the complexities that are in bot building, the things that you don't necessarily want to do but have to do, like the security and access control with the PIN or the email. These are things that I obviously know about, and we're going to have an easier way. Do you sacrifice a little bit of control for speed and efficiency and scale? Sure. Some people are not going to handle that well, and they're going to have full control, and I totally get that. Agent switching is a cool thing. We were the first ones ever to bring that out, and 11 Labs shortly followed after to do a similar kind of thing, which is cool. The conversation summaries are built in, right? So even just the conversation summary part of things, CBB made it easier than any other program. But still here, we just try to make it, how could we make it just clicks, right? But still have advanced things. So for example, you could choose, they're going to automatically be assigned done when you say so. So this is your choice. You're in control. From the last moment a message was received or sent, if there's a 5-minute duration of time that goes by, it's the minimum, then the summary will get sent to you or whoever you decide. Just punch your email in here, whoever needs to get it, and call that a done deal. You test it out here. You've got transfer to human if you're using a model with your own key. By the way, that's something that I will say. Everyone up to today, if, by the way, you signed up for PMG today and you see this, have no fear, don't worry. I'll make sure you have the same hookup, but you can see here, I guess it's not on my account. On your account, here it is right here, the platform key usage. So we have limited that for all new people, new signups. They'll have access to a platform key to 100 messages. Everyone that is signed up to today, you're grandfathered in. So you have unlimited access to that platform key. So that's a really huge benefit and a big thank you to becoming a founder. But you'll be able to see your message usage here. You're also able to see it when you look inside of your widget here. If you go to your API key section, you can see what's been used, if anything. So here in Chicky, we should see something here, I would think already. Let's see, where's old Chicky at? Yeah, so this is the global account key. So this is my personal key, and we do have a cost estimator, your input and output. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is a very, very powerful deal. I wanted to get into a little bit of like how you actually prompt in this mug. Maybe I could show you, maybe we'll show that in the new agent here. How to build the bot is different, right? To explain, the system prompt you guys all know about. You know how to do this. You can say, your name is Gucci Man, and you do only things that Gucci Man can. You're very funny and you like to rap, right? But this is where it gets crazy. Dynamic content. This is where it's my favorite part of PMG personally, is the experience of it. I'll just do something simple, and it's just going to follow the example here. Always respond with 4 quick replies, and each must have 2 emojis, 2 single emojis, one in the front and one in the back, relevant to the conversation. I want always 3 quick replies so they can click anything. And maybe I could do something like always say something like, use a button when you provide a link to the website, which is, and I'll say it's PayMeGPT. And so the way I think about this is the brain of the bot, like the content of what it's going to respond to, is going to pertain to this system prompt, right? And maybe I'll use the prompt generator here just so you can see how it works. AI prompt generator. Everywhere, just use AI everything. So it's going to generate us a prompt based on the 5 Ps, which we started off with tonight. If you're still with me from the beginning, thank you so much. We're almost done. Miss y'all so much. So you're an AI named Gucci Mane, designed to provide all the things, right? Here's our awesome prompt, better than I could write. Looking good. Cool. I've got my examples here, right? And this helps me know as the admin here, I see these user and assistant examples. Do I like that output or not? It's something that you could, kind of fall back on. So I've got how I want it to respond as far as the content goes, the context, but then I've also got in the way I want it to respond. specifically with these elements. And these elements are quick replies. And these elements are providing a link to a website through a button. And this will work on all channels that you are connected to, if you do connect to multiple channels. And we can deploy this in different ways. We actually have a custom GPT UI here that a lot of people don't even know about, but it's fancy, okay? Very clean. It's got a nice sidebar here, so you can actually have multiple threads. Should just be able to say, hello, hey, and we should get out a response. We should see some quick replies. There we go. So here is our quick replies here, looking good. Let's drop a rhyme. Look at that. So I've got my quick replies here. Let's look at this as a regular widget in the regular UI. And I'll just be like, yo. And it's going to give me my quick replies. Do you see how fun this is? What's up, my good friend? It's Gucci Man in the chat, ready to roll again. Let's do something cool. To be able to just set up these quick replies and have the nice formatting and do all of the things is something that is going to take a lot of time to do. Unless you're building templates and you're rolling those templates out, you could do some things, but just keep that in mind. So when you understand this concept, why he's showing me this, then I'll say, let's see what's your website? Your website. We should see the button pop up. There she is. So visit the spot, right? Here's where it gets fun. Let's make a quiz bot. This is one of the best use cases. Oops. Quiz. And it'll be, you are QuizBot. Your goal is to always ask if the user is ready. And then when they are, you are to ask only one question at a time and provide multiple choice options for the answer. Once the user has given the answer from one of the quick replies, you are to always tally up that current score and then move on to the next question. If the user ever asks to skip the question, let them know without any exception or chances they've automatically failed and they've got to come back tomorrow. Under no circumstances does anybody skip. Okay, boom. And it made it seem like I was yelling with all the caps. So then all I'm going to do is say, always provide multiple choice options in quick replies. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'll say, only use 4 quick replies maximum. All right, so cool. Create that mug. Now let's test her. Test her out. So, hey, how can I help you today? I'll just say, hey. Hey, they're ready to start your quiz. Look at this. Already, we've got the quick replies busting out as legitimately perfect. I'm just going to say yes. I wonder if he's going to ask me anything. Look at this. Let's kick it off. What's the largest planet in our solar system? This is the wrong quiz. We're supposed to be doing the quiz on AI agents. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get an automatic fail? Or is it going to be like, oh, yeah, you're right? So, yes. Let's see what we got. There it is. What does AI stand for? Advanced interface is what I'll put. The wrong answer. Should it tell me that it's wrong? Oof, not quite right. 0 points. I want to skip this one, please. Let's see how well it's going to follow my instructions to fail me immediately. No skipping allowed. You've automatically failed. Come back again tomorrow. Rules are rules, my friend. That's like the perfect thing. That's the perfect thing to end on, I think. But do you get this? It's legitimately magic. This is JSON agents on steroids. And more things are coming that I can't even really talk about yet because it's too exciting and I got to prepare for things. But this is like, man, this is what it's going to come down to, I think. And the beautiful thing is, whether I'm right or wrong doesn't matter, because both ends of the spectrum are now covered completely. But what I wanted to say is this, and I'm putting it out there to be transparent, and I want to, like, no other bot person that is like legitimately responsible for a platform will ever say this to you, because this is their thing. But this is what I've come to realize, it could be a thing outside of the trajectory we've always kind of thought we were going to go. If you agree that ChatGPT and other like-minded LLMs, similar LLMs, are already better at most people at writing things. We won't even get into the reasoning stuff yet, because like, I get it. If we could at least say who's going to be the better writer, and you got to define better. But I think most people would agree, well, ChatGPT can write better than me and faster than me, and prompted correctly, more creative than me. So I've got to be the one in control of that thing, right? And then I'll feel good. If it can already beat us in just writing stuff, writing a book, writing replies, writing emails, writing raps, okay? Just stick with me. And then if you put your hat on, say you're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You're on your last question to get the $1 million. You have a lifeline. You can phone a friend who's a human to give you that answer to the question you don't know or do know, either one. Maybe you know the question, maybe you don't. I guess in this scenario, you know the question, but you don't know the answer, so you got to phone a friend. You can phone your friend, your smartest friend, your professor, your professor's professor, or you can ask ChatGPT, which one are you going to choose? You are lying if you say anything else other than ChatGPT. If any of y'all say, I'm going to call my pops, I'm going to call my daughter, call my son, call my neighbor over ChatGPT, you don't know ChatGPT. That's all I'm going to tell you. Like, it's, be real, okay? So, like, we already said it's better at us than writing. We agree on that. We hopefully probably agree it's going to be the smartest thing I'm going to be able to communicate with, smarter than my friends. Okay, that's what at least I'm thinking. The point is, it might be better than us building out some of these conversational workflows. And if that becomes a thing, if that is the case, PM Jizzle not using a flow builder, being fully autonomous and agentic and based off your powerful prompts, is a fast way to get things done quickly. And as Altman has said many times, which I listen to all these guys, is how I've done, I think, anything good, is I've listened to all the smart people, right, from all different walks. But when they say, by default, the things are going to get better, this agent right here, we just saw do the instructions perfectly just now. How much better is it going to be able to get, right? We're now prompting not only what the replies are as far as the text goes, it's how we want it presented. In this case, it's interactive buttons. In this case, it's shutting the conversation down based off of a rule, right? It's just something to think about. And so we are covered on both ends. If it comes down to the powerful prompt is all you need, Gucci, we got it. If there are situations, and there are, that require full granular, I own every part of that response, I'm not surprised on anything. I love to be pleasantly surprised when it comes to this stuff. Pleasantly surprised is the key, by the way. I loved it. Oh, that was awesome. I wouldn't even think of that. That happens all the time, right? I'll show you one last thing here. I'm going to say alert. Let's get my emoji up. Can I get my emoji? Come on, emoji man. We're going to say keyword rule. And this applies also into CBB. A lot of people don't think about things this way. But if you're a gangster prompt engineer, this stuff is like, duh, makes sense. As soon as you see it, you'll never unsee it. So keyword rule. Instead of going into the keyword section of CB Bizzle, you could literally do this in both platforms, just like this keyword rule. If someone ever says, oops, let's think about what I want to do. Ever says, as let's say king, then you must only respond with Ryan Bizzle is the chatbot king, right? So if someone ever says king, maybe we should change the word. Maybe we should say ever says Luke Skywalker, or what would be a fun one to do? DM me. That's one people like to do. DM me. Then it's going to say your only response is going to be Ryan Bizzle is the chatbot king. Same thing as like triggering a flow, triggering a response. Okay, so I'm thinking that might be just enough. So I'm going to say DM me. Let's update that thing. Let's test it out. Preview. I'll say, hey. I need one of your managers to DM me. Let's see if it works. Hit me. Bam, boy, boom, 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 boom. Brat, brat. Where's my glasses at, man? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Bra, pa, pa, pa. That's all the chopper sounds right there, Wendy. All the that's your chopper sounds. Granular. I don't even know what that means. I was just saying words. Just kidding. You guys see this, man? That's your keywords right there. Your old school keywords. Super duper easy. What is a typical timeline for implementing a white label version? And what are the factors that can influence the process? If any of them are here and want to shout out how it went, you're definitely, like, I won't get mad. Like, it's generally super fast. Well, if you're looking at CBB, there's a lot more layers to it. There's many more sign-ins. There's more channels currently. So like that's a bit of more of a process, but it's usually the process of the third party that you're integrating with. They're like using the login for Google, for example. If you don't have Google APIs to set up, it's way more difficult to do on CBB, unfortunately, but it's very powerful. On PMG, it's like you just connect the domain and you're pretty much done. There you go. Robert is one of our earliest founders. He's awesome. He's got a lot of landing pages too. He's the landing page king. I need to get him a deal where like he already has all the things, so I can't like persuade him too much. But he's a domain master and security master. He's one of our favorite people. I need to get him like helping with onboarding for some of the domain stuff. We had another person today. Theirs actually started yesterday, if you want to know, and we found out it was like one thing that was holding me up from understanding why the connection didn't work immediately, and turned out to be 2 text records. But this dude's like, he's a tech king too, and he his actual DNS spotted the problem immediately. It was SiteGround. I don't know SiteGround, but shout out to them because they have awesome customer service. Like helped out dude just like that same day. Very cool group, and the agency owners are awesome dude too. Super fast in general. Most people are done in less than an hour. If there's something like that where it's like it's hard to see what's all going on in your DNS, you have mini A records or something, it's a little bit more difficult, but that's pretty much it. It's very, very powerful though, guys. What you can trust, and we'll end here, is at the end of the day, this is what I believe. This is like with no effort, with this is like very few people are understanding, like they're messaging this account. We haven't put it out there like that. So like really the insiders know about the software. 2.9 million tokens. Okay. It is going to be a token economy. The people that are going to get like extra rich are the ones literally taxing everyone. I want to make that clear because we've not ever done that. I'm not saying that PMG might not offer something in the future related to this, but I'm going to tell you right now, it'll be the true regardless. The ones that are getting like truly, truly rich off this, they're waxing on the token usage and they're doing the things that you expect. They're prolonging stuff. They want you to click that generate button. I promise you, this is how it's working, whether it ever comes out, and it's the wrong thing to do. So you lovables and you bolts out there and all the like-minded stuff, we cracked your code, baby. And we just commoditized the whole thing. The whole thing. This is like the moment I saw it, I wanted it. And now you guys all have it that also see it and see the value in it. It's massive. We'll do a lot of fun training videos coming very soon. And we've got a lot of other surprises in store. But since day one, ChatGPT Builder, I've wanted to be the person to offer the best solutions in the whole agent space before the agent space was a thing. The word agent didn't exist yet. Assistant wasn't sexy. But we're chatbot builders and we're building agents together. And now we can build them on end to end. Any agent you can think of, any agent, we can do it. From PMG to CBB, I love y'all so much. Let's keep on kicking butt, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.